Here we are at the Blue Lagoon. Really unique experience. Beautiful water. Here I'm following Jensen around. He's the photographer, videographer. He's really good at everything he does. And here I am trying to learn from him. He's teaching me what to do, telling me what to do, giving me advice, which is really nice. Tried to do a 360 pan, but it wasn't good, so I sped it up. You're welcome. We got into the water. Unique sensation. So it's really hot water, and on top is just really cold air. Look at me in my cool sunglasses and no sun. I walk on over to the edge and just hang out here for a little bit. And there's this constant smokestacks that are coming up, billows. And in this spot I actually stayed and fell asleep. It was really cool. I was lost for a little bit. The group lost me. This is a place where you can get little masks, mud masks. And here's me wearing mine, and I don't have a hairline, so my mud mask went all over my head. The sun finally came out, and this Blue Lagoon drained us for the rest of the day. We were done. We are the day we got a guide named Hawk, and he was pretty awesome. Icelandic guy, tour guide, but with a cool Jeep, and he was really informative. Had an awesome beard too. Look at him, he looks exactly like a Viking, but like in 2018. And he was really nice, really gave us a lot of information about every place. And by the way, look at this shot. There's a lot of red going on. Everybody is wearing red. What's up with that?
So one of the main Viking heroes from the sagas lived here in Borg. Well, then later on in the 13th century, Snorri Sturluson lived here, and Snorri Sturluson was the author of a lot of or wrote down a lot of these sagas, and he is believed to have written down the saga about Egill, for instance. And he also preserved and gathered all of the myths from the mythology. Yeah. So the Norse mythology is all based on his writing. Yeah. Egill Skallagrimsson is probably Egill. Yeah.
Egill.
Yeah.
Skallagrimsson.
Yeah.
Okay. What's his story?
Well, he lived in this area, and basically the whole saga is about him trying to claim his lands back from Norway. So his father was an outlaw from Norway, and he lost all his lands and such, and he's basically claiming that. And it's all about wars and a lot about killing.
I love it. It's
yeah.
Awesome, yeah.
So yeah.
So we head to our next spot, which was this cool, how do you say it, a shelf? An incline that goes up to this wall, and this wall was a honeycomb. It was pretty much stacks, and you can tell I was fascinated with these rocks that fell off of this shelf. They were hexagons. You can tell I'm pointing here how the rock is. It's literally a hexagon, and this shelf was made out of multiple stacks of these hexagons. They're all stacked together like pencils, and I just kept also looking down at a lot of the rocks. They remind me of assets in video games you just plop right into the ground. But these rocks were pushed over from these once stacks. And the higher I got, the more dramatic my skyline was. But yeah, I kept looking down at the rocks because they were all just geometric, moss and everything. I'm finally up here, and you can tell that, you know, the little gaps between each of them, and they've been slowly being pushed throughout the years, decades, centuries. And this guy's been pushed over, and I kind of wanted to knock him down, but he was by himself, and yeah, this was my view. And I stayed up here in silence. It was pretty relaxing. Our next stop is this black church, and it's a cool little church, simple looking church, but in front of a dramatic backdrop of mountains and snow and nature. And this was my first kind of foray into trying to get people out of the shot, and I didn't really get too much footage here, and I don't know what I was doing here. I don't know what I was trying to be dramatic for. Hawk drives us up a mountain, but it was blocked with snow, so we had to walk it the rest of the way. Then this view, it was pretty breathtaking, to say the least. A nice mix of snow and moss and this dark volcanic rock. The rock is pretty much magma that was hardened and very porous, so it ends up catching a lot of the moss. The moss was pretty much fluorescent. If you look at it in any different light, the green pretty much glows, and it's pretty ancient. Maybe for thousands of years, it took time to grow. When the sun came, the shadows were very pronounced, and this was just, yeah, I don't really have words for this. This was something else. So we stood up here for some time, taking pictures and video, and I love this. This I want to make, I want to make this somehow, whether in a game or portfolio or something. Our last spot is this waterfall at the base of a mountain. I loved being close to the water. I've tried to do this in game development, where water and distortion and everything. So the sunlight was betraying us here, and it was pretty dark, so I needed to go around as best as I could to catch everything. Yeah, this was a really nice, relaxing way to finish our trip with Hawk.